Hello everyone. For today's 3-minute moment, I want to focus on 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 15, but I'm going to read verse 14 for a bit of context on that verse. So the Apostle Paul says this: "For Christ's love compels us, because we are convinced that one died for all, and therefore all died." Verse 15, "And he died for all, that those who live should no longer live for themselves, but for him who died for them and was raised again." And so the first concept here in our 3-minute moment today to draw out is he died. This is central to the Christian faith, the belief that Jesus Christ died, that he was crucified on a cross. In fact, he when he was living before his crucifixion, said that this was the purpose that he came for. He healed many people, he cast out demons, he cleansed people of leprosy, he gave sight to the blind, he even raised a person from the tomb, from the dead. But he said that this was the reason he came, that he died. And so that death was for all people who would put their trust in him. And so the second thought to bring out of there is that those that live, Paul speaking about Jesus having died to those that live. And the core of this message that Paul gives us is that those that live should have the focus of their life completely transformed. Because he died, those that live should reshape their life. And the shift is from no longer living for ourselves. The reality of human nature is that we're inherently self-focused. We're focused on our own needs, our own desires, our own wants, our own feelings. And that's natural, that's normal. But Paul says because he died, because Jesus died, those of us that live shouldn't live focused on ourselves anymore. In fact, we should reorient the way that we live our life around something else. And it is around him. Those of us that live should no longer live for ourselves, but for him. Jesus, who died and rose again, should become the focus of our lives, the locus around which our entire lives are shaped. And so we have this shift that because Jesus died and rose again, we should die to living for ourselves and live a new life that is completely focused on Jesus. The question isn't so much what would Jesus do, but how can I live for him with every breath that I have? As long as I'm alive, my life should be shaped for him. And so my prayer is that through focusing on Jesus' death and resurrection for you, that you can make that shift as we're all seeking to live out from living for self to living for Jesus. God bless.